I'll ask the Kyler Murray question right off the bat. How excited would you be to play with him?
That's my guy, man. That's a very familiar question, but built a great relationship my sophomore year with him. I had a couple times before my freshman year working out with him, so kind of built a great connection. And man, that'd be a huge honor in my end.
Have you met with the Cardinals, or do you have a meeting scheduled with the Cardinals?
Yeah, I've met with the Cardinals already. I like the coaching staff. Met with the GM. Kind of vibing a little bit, and all great energy.
Has Kyler talked to you during this process and given you any advice?
He just told me to be myself. Don't really be anybody that I'm not, and just kind of enjoy, take it all in. I only get one time at the combine, for real.
What would it mean to you to be the first receiver? There's so many top receivers in this class, to be the number one guy.
Man, I said it yesterday with Jerry. Like, it's a lot of great receivers in this class, and like to say that we are the headlines of this receiver group, man, it's a huge honor, and I am. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm thanking God every morning, and for me to keep doing what I'm doing, like I said, I'm happy.
Have you gotten to know Jerry at all? And maybe have you known him before? Have you guys been talking at all? Or?
Nah, we just met each other coming out here in Indy, and we kind of like it's social media will have you would assume that we were against each other, but like nah, at the end of the day, like we still boys, and it's all fun and games.
CeeDee, 2 New York teams picking the top 11. How'd you feel about landing in the Big Apple?
Man, I'm grateful for wherever I land. If I'm fortunate enough to get picked up by any team in New York, I'm willing to put my best foot forward and give them all I got.
Have you talked to either of those teams yet?
No, not yet. I talked to them today.
Have you ever been to this big city?
No, I haven't.
Anyone from the league you model your game after?
Not really, but I get a lot of comparisons, honestly. I just want to go out there and compete.
Who do you get compared to?
DeAndre, Hopkins. I've seen a couple of Devontae Adams. But like I said, those are great receivers, and I'm honored. Yeah, I talked to the Raiders. Real cool guys, man. They're a young group. They trying to make a new transition, and like I said, if I'm fortunate enough to get picked up by them, they're gonna get everything I have.
Comes back to the work ethic. Where did that come from, and how does that help you?
Just kind of being in a dark place at a young age, not really having everything that I wanted growing up, so it kind of pushes me a lot to just, get a lot of things that I want now, and it all comes with work. So why not work for what I want? I'd rather work than it just be given to me.
CeeDee, how was the experience of playing with Baker Mayfield and then Jalen Hurts last year? How did that help you?
Baker really set the tone for me. He set so many guidelines for me. He laid out the blueprint at a young age. Me being a freshman and him being like the veteran of the team, he helped me understand like the play style of the game. He helped me get through a lot of things as far as learning the playbook, just small things and details. And playing with Jalen, it was really honestly very easy in my part because I already knew the system and I kind of knew what to expect going into the season.
So you were coached by Lincoln Riley, who's a really good offensive coach. Can you talk about kind of how his schemes kind of helped you out in terms of becoming a better football player year after year?
Coach Riley does a great job in this offense, and his offense is very receiver-friendly, and he does a great job with his receivers and getting them involved in the game and getting them involved early. He demonstrates that if you're only as good as your weakest link, and he trying to instill that there is no weak link, so you want to work hard every practice, every game, and just put your best foot forward.
How blessed do you feel playing with the great quarterbacks you got to play with in college?
Not many people can say that. They played with 3 Heisman finalists and 2 of them winning. So I think I have a great college career with a great group of quarterbacks.
What you have to do with those guys winning those Heisman?
My plan was to help them out a lot, and I feel like I did a little bit. But like I said, man, them guys, they worked their tails off, and I was just trying to match their energy, and the production showed us for itself on the field.
How different were each of them?
They all 3 were different from each other, different play styles, different ways of learning, and they all adjusted to the game differently. Those are 3 different receivers. Quarterbacks.
I think when you showed up 2017, you were like 173 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
198 now. How has that process gone with like kind of reshaping your body while also kind of keeping your quickness and acceleration?
it's kind of a mindset. Going in knowing that you're a bit underweight, it kind of makes you want to work harder just to, maintain the stability to last in the league in college. And I can say the same about the NFL. Guys are bigger, faster, stronger. So in order to survive in that league, you got to match that energy and the intensity. So the only thing is to do is to get bigger.
There's a lot to like about your game, but to you, what's the best part of your game?
Yards after the catch. I enjoy just making people miss and just making most of every opportunity I get.
Have you had a chance to meet with the Chiefs?
No, sir, I haven't.
Have you paid attention? I mean, obviously they won the Super Bowl. Have you looked at that offense and thought about how you might look in a Chiefs uniform?
Their offense is so prolific, it's ridiculous. With Pat Mahomes leading it, also with all the great receivers, Damian Williams, the running back. There's no down, there's no slope, no weak link in their offense. So they're different.
Have you talked to the Raiders?
Yeah, I've talked to the Raiders.
What intrigues you about that organization?
They're very young and they're talented, and they're trying to get something started that only people in that room and in that locker room knows. And like energy like that is what I love to be around, and it's like that's kind of the energy we had at OU. Not many people knew what we had cooking in the locker room, except for the people in that locker room. Nobody believed in what they had going on, and John Gruden is a great coach.
What would it be like playing for Gruden?
If I get that opportunity, we'll find out.
The next big event's in Las Vegas for the NFL draft. What are your thoughts about that, going to Vegas for the draft?
It'll be my second time in Vegas. Hopefully I get drafted, but it'll be a huge honor in my end, man. I'm thanking God every day, and I'm blessed, honestly, truly.
How did playing in so many college football playoff games prepare you for the NFL?
The atmosphere was different. The games were different. My mindset and my approach towards the game was a lot different. Just wanted to be more aggressive because I knew the tension and the aggressiveness that the opponent that I was playing was going to come with. So just guys in the SEC are a lot bigger than guys in the Big 12. So just kind of want to play big, play faster, play stronger. I'm willing to put my body on the line each and every day at practice. Man, like I said, in any organization, I'm willing to give my all, no matter who it is. And I'm working to always be the best.
I think they asked you this earlier, but Kyler going to Kingsbury and really pushing for you. What does that mean when you read that he's pushing you, play with you again?
That's my brother, man, and that actually made me happy. But like I said, if the team needs what the team's gonna need what they need in general. So with Kyler telling Coach Kingsbury that, it kind of made me smile a little bit. But if they need me, they'll come get me. If not, then it's okay.
You and Jeudy and Ruggs are considered the top 3 receivers in this class. Is there anything that separates you from them?
We are three different receivers. I don't really know how to really answer that for real, but those guys are talented. I feel like I'm very talented enough to be in that position, in that argument. So I'm grateful for this opportunity, like I said.
About this class as a whole, I mean, there's so many talented receivers.
Man, this receiver class this year is honestly unbelievable in my eyes. You can't really go wrong with anybody, and whoever you draft, first, second, third, or fourth round, it doesn't matter, seventh, you're going to get a great pick. And I was kind of, like I said, me and the guys, we were just talking about it yesterday, like, we were real deep in this wide receiver class.
Who did you grow up watching?
Reggie Bush. Being a kid from Louisiana, that's all we knew was Reggie Bush. I knew him I knew of him at USC, and then I kind of just started. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was legit. Have you had a chance to meet him yet?
Oh yeah, I met him in Media Day, Big 12.
Did he give you any advice?
Yeah, just go out and be the person I am. Don't really change for anybody. Just go out and be true to myself.
What's the biggest thing you picked up from Reggie Bush's game?
Play with a passion. Don't let the first person tackle you. And I kind of took that in consideration.
A lot of mock drafts have you linked to the Raiders at 12. What is the idea of potentially playing in Las Vegas mean to you or playing for the
Just the potential of me playing in the NFL, I'm grateful. But playing for the Raiders and Coach Gruden, it would be a huge honor on my end. Like I said, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Like, I'm honestly and truly, I mean that. Like, it's.
He wants his wide receivers always be able to know the X, Y, and Z positions, know every route tree. What about that do you feel like you're able to bring to the NFL? Do you feel like capable of playing every position and knowing every route possible?
Yes, sir. I do feel like I'm very capable of learning the route tree and playing every position possible. I feel like I'm very versatile and I'm very lenient. I'm willing to be put anywhere the team needs me, and I'm there.
Who's the best corner?
The best corner? I'll go with Stingley, especially because he's young, but he knows football. That guy's very talented, very tall, and his technique is unbelievable.
What kind of lessons have your family kind of imparted on you as you go through this process?
They knew I would be very busy. It's very minimum talking to them, and it's upsetting. But at the end of the day, they know what it's about. Trying to set myself up for my future, and like I kind of broke it to them right before that. I wouldn't be able to talk to them as much, but they're proud of me, and that's all I could ask.
Have you been training with any current or former NFL players, receivers?
I trained with Chris Carter a little bit, and Anquan Boulder.
What kind of lessons did you take? How did they help you?
Chris Carter taught me how to stop. It's like run and stop, just stop. And I never thought it would be so hard. Like, I didn't, honestly. But he did a great job of emphasizing that for me. And Anquan really helped me as far as the top of my routes and just to get in and out faster, quicker, and kind of all the cheats, the in and outs, and like, man, anything that, like I said, I'm a learning guy. I'm really like a sponge. So anything a guy tells me, I'm soaking it all in. Honestly, I try to have as minimum concerns as possible. You won't get anything from me off the field. On the field, I'm just about as passionate as the next guy, and I'm working my tail off. All the work that I put in the off season, blood, sweat, and tears. I put the most time. I feel like I put the most time in this, and I'm still not done. Rather, whoever I get drafted to, the work ethic is still going to be there, and I'm willing to take that next step.
Did you play Madden growing up?
Did I play Madden growing up? Oh, of course.
Are you pumped that you're going to be in the game?
Yes, I'm actually excited.
Who's your go-to player in Madden?
Hollywood, of course. That goes without question. Just especially growing up with him, like through college, knowing like what he's went through on and off the field, I'm definitely gonna play with him.
Have you handled everything with like the pressure of combine week and everything? And of course, like nowadays, like social media and all that, and you constantly being bombarded with questions. Like, how do you decompress like away from everything, kind of keep yourself in check?
I kind of just put my phone down or turn the ringer off. I don't really try to feed into so much social media as of right now, but after the combine, I definitely will, to be honest.
Yeah. What has Hollywood told you about the NFL? Has he said anything to you about how he thinks you'll stack up?
Yeah, he said I'll be just fine if I go out and play my game, and that's probably the best news I could hear from like a brother figure. And K1 told me the same thing: just go out there, be myself, play my game. The game is going to come to me. Everybody's a little faster and a little stronger, but once you adjust, it'll slow down just like any other game.
What is playing your game? Can you explain that, playing your game? Just getting off the line? Is it being physical?
Going out and just doing, like, playing football as a receiver. Go out, make blocks, do my assignment, and make plays, competitive plays.
Hey, CeeDee, what did you think of Hollywood Brown's rookie season, and does that kind of give you some confidence about what you can do?
I caught just about every one of his games that I possibly could, and yeah, it boosts my confidence a lot. Simply because watching my brother do it, and he make it look as easy as possible as he could with 1 foot. So it was a huge honor on my end to just support him and watch him grow throughout the NFL.
Who's a better Madden player?
Him. He plays Madden, and he got it.
CeeDee, do you have a favorite route or play that when they called it in Oklahoma, you were like, this is my time? Is there a play or route like that?
We had a couple plays like that, but my favorite route, I don't really have one. I love them all, honestly. But I just can't wait to showcase it.
If you were a DB, how would you try to defend yourself?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know. That's crazy because I just got asked this question by my position coach at OU, and I was just like, man, I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that one, honestly. Probably, I don't know.
What do you think your best attribute is on the field? What's your best skill?
Being able to attack the ball. I love to attack the ball. 50-50 balls, I love them. And like catching the ball and just playing football.
Was there a receiver in the pros you modeled your game after? I mean, at OU or even high school?
I watched a lot of Sterling Shepard in high school when I was a lot smaller. And then as I've gotten bigger, I started to watch a lot of bigger receivers. I started watching a lot of DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, just all the bigger 6 foot up type receivers, and just see how they fit well in their system and how they thrive in the league.
Do you ever see Courtland Sutton's highlights from Broncos and how you would fit with him, maybe, and what he's like?
He's pretty big. He's a pretty big receiver, and he excels. Real nice. I played him in high school, actually.
You did?
Yeah, he was pretty tall in high school, too. So.
What would it be like to be paired with him? To be on a team with him?
To compliment him, I'm honored. I would be honored. We got a young quarterback, Drew. I see what they've done as an offense, and Courtland actually, he's a unique receiver. He's a big guy that can run. He attacks the ball like no other, and I feel like every one-on-one situation with him is a mismatch. Be blessed, take it all in, because you only get one shot at it, and that's what I've been doing up to this point. And I'm just thanking God, and He told me to keep my head down and work. Don't really pay attention to the critics. Go out and ball.
In a class like this, I mean, you're a star, but how do you show you might be the best receiver here?
Being consistent, doing the things that I love at a high level, and just playing fast. I feel like I do those three things right, I'll be just fine. Every receiver has the same mindset of going out there and putting on the best performance as possible that they can, and I'm not mad at it, nor do I question it. And like I said, they have a lot of great receivers here, so you can't expect anything less.